Hello and welcome back to the WPN Qualifiers Grand Finals for Standard, hosted here at GOG Games. So yeah, it's been a long day. We've seen a lot of Blue Eye Control, a lot of Temur, a lot of Simic, and now we are at the finals where it's Red Deck wins versus Temur Reclamation. I'm Just Randall, accompanied by
Nat.
yep, and
Just Nat.
just Matt. And yeah, we're going right off to the
fight.
races with a Scorch Spitter on Eugene's side and just a Temple of Epiphany on Reeve's side. Just gonna scry, get some value, and yep, Eugene just gonna swing in with 4 damage actually.
So what is the whole? You gotta educate me. What's the whole deal of Temur Reclamation, right? Like,
Okay, so Temur Reclamation is a deck that wants to cast Wilderness Reclamation on turn 4, which untaps all your lands at the end step. And basically, you generate a lot of mana. So
okay, so
you
something.
use that mana for instance for like flash creatures like Brazen Borer or like counter spells.
Can you say something like Fires of Invention almost, where it sort of like doubles your mana in a way?
It definitely more than doubles your mana actually, because
Okay.
when you have multiple copies of Wilderness Reclamation, it's you untap, so everything gets untapped, and while that's on the stack, you tap everything for mana, and then you untap again. So you can get sometimes triple your mana if you have like 2 Wilderness Reclamation. So,
Wow, sounds like a lot of mana.
yeah, so Reeve's deck usually wants to play like a really large expansion explosion and deal like 14 damage to Eugene, to the opponent, and draw 14 cards. That
Okay.
kind of thing.
And Eugene Wong is a tried and true staple.
Yep.
Mono red burn.
Yep.
Basically.
This doesn't change from format to format. It's basically the same thing. The only interesting thing about Eugene's version of Red is that it's a very faithful low to the curve kind of mono red, because I don't think he runs any Torbrands or any 4-drops at all actually. The highest mana cost that he runs is Embercleave, which technically isn't a 6-drop.
So I heard that there's usually two. Yeah. So there's 2 different type of red decks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
In general, for standard, you've got like mono red aggro, like Red Deck Wins, which is what Eugene's playing, and you've got Lechonky Red, which plays like
Torbrand.
yeah, Torbrand, Tectonic Giant sometimes, yeah, stuff like that.
Man, that glare is strong.
Yeah, it's a problem that we've been facing the whole day. Like the glare is really bad when you.
Can you make out the cards?
Yeah. One is a Scorch
Spitter, right?
One
That's
is Scorch
the far
Spitter.
left.
One's a Robber of the Rich, and the last one I have no idea, because I didn't see it come down. But yeah, I mean, Eugene's deck doing what Eugene wants it to do, and Reeve has nothing on the board as yet, but
I can imagine this is a good matchup for Eugene, right?
generally it is.
Yeah.
It's, although Reeve has 4 copies of Storm's Wrath in his main board, which is all just board wipes. Just deals 4 damage to the whole board.
Okay.
So
and that's how much mana is that?
That's 4 mana.
Okay.
So
And it's
might
sorcery?
sorcery might come into play next turn.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't have it, he would probably cast it last turn, right?
True. Which is why I think Eugene smells blood, so
But,
he's
yeah.
just gonna go for more damage with the Phoenix of Ash. Yeah, Phoenix of Ash, 1 red, flying haste, can escape from the graveyard.
It's a 2/2, right? 2/3.
2/2,
2/2 flyer.
2/2 flyer.
Yeah.
Pretty-
Then there's a pump, right?
I don't think it's got. Let me check. Phoenix of Ash. New tech from Theros, Beyond Death. Oh, actually, yeah, it does have a pump, although it's
See, I know standard, guys.
really expensive though.
Yeah.
It's 3 mana to get just +2/+0, which probably not gonna come in handy anytime soon. But that haste is what's important here.
So, Reeve just cast a blue card.
Yeah, he casts Thassa's Intervention, so he can look at the top 2 cards and put them both in his hand. It's a X blue where
Is that what he did? One of Eugene's cards went to his hand or something.
oh,
right.
maybe he played Brazen Borrow instead. How much mana?
Because he had
did
4. He had 4 creatures, right? I
Yeah.
believe the Scorch Spitter is gone.
No, Scorch Spitter is still there. I
Oh,
think
then where's the
He
Phoenix?
he bounced the Phoenix.
Oh, so there's a bounce to that.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that card. He must have played something else while I was looking for this card. I can't tell. But yeah, the Phoenix is dead.
Phoenix died it.
Oh, he just countered the Phoenix, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
it's a
he did
counter spell.
cast. It's a counter spell or a dig through time. Well, okay, wait. Let me just pull it up. Intervention. There.
Oh, so it's an X counter spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an X counter spell where, or an X look at some amount of cards in your at the top of your deck and just put 2 in your hand, which is pretty damn good. And I think he just played Gadwick
3 mana.
just for the 3/3 body. Yep. Still gonna take. So gonna take 3 damage, I believe.
Yeah. So any burn spell here.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Double
And
shot.
Yeah, that's game. Yeah, quick game for Eugene. Quite a convincing victory actually.
So what comes out post board for Temur Reclamation?
Let's see. So Temur Reclamation. Let's see. Reeve's got a really good sideboard plan against Eugene actually, because he's got Chandra's Pyro Helix, 3 copies of them in the sideboard, both of which deal, I think, 1 and 1 damage. Pyro Helix, yeah. No, nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that deals 2 damage divided if you choose among 1 or 2 targets. So
is there a lot of X1s?
yeah. So Eugene Wong has Scorch Spitter, Fervent Champion.
This is my legacy knowledge. This is
Extreme Dodger.
this is a Fork Bolt but instant speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just better.
No, Fork Bolt is 1 mana.
Oh, Fork
yeah.
Bolt's 1 mana. Okay.
So what else does Reeve have here?
Yeah, so Reeve's got Chandra's Pyro Helix. Scorching Dragonfire might come in. Aethergust is definitely coming in.
Aethergust, you say?
Yeah, Aethergust, which is the...
Is that green or blue permanent?
No, it's green or red permanent actually. To the top or bottom of the opponent's library. And Scorching Dragonfire is just another removal, which he might not put in. Just a thought, like maybe. But Aethergust definitely, because it gets around what's it called? It gets around Embercleave very well. You know, Eugene casts Embercleave, it gets attached to a creature, and then you just Aethergust that creature. And yep, Embercleave is just that flash attachment from Embercleave is just wasted. And you seems like Eugene has a fan in the chat. Chazak said telling Eugene to go.
Go Eugene.
Go Eugene.
He's saying go away. I'm joking. But yeah, Embercleave looks strong. You know how many blue white? How much? What was the breakdown for blue white?
Today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was working the front counter and man, I saw so much blue white. I think we had 30 players today, or like 28.
20. I would say at least 20 were playing blue white.
No way.
Okay, 18. But it was.
That's more than half.
It's definitely more than half, because
You sure?
just looking around, everyone's playing blue white. I think even if we go back into the vlogs and into the VODs, almost every match had a blue white. Almost, not all. But strangely enough, none of the blue whites managed to stay in the top 4. Some of them went in the top 8, but they got kicked out.
If I sub, can Nat do the Ricardo dance? Chaz Rex. Is it Chaz X?
Chaz X.
Chaz X. Man, can you like name drop yourself? Who are you?
No, but will you do the Ricardo dance if you?
I mean, there's no. Is there a camera?
There is a camera. We actually have we have a camera for this. No, you gotta do it with the camera up.
Ricardo, I can't do the full Ricardo dance. Just for the viewers, I shouldn't, because you know.
What do you mean?
I'm not wearing my outfit. You know, my man thong and my bandana.
Oh no.
But I'll do a personal dance for you, Chaz X, if you do so. Okay, wait, I take that back.
Oh, okay, he said that. He said it already. He can't take it back.
I was crossing my fingers.
Oh, is that how it works nowadays? All right, so second game. Both players keep their hand of 7 actually. So
this is Scorch Spitter, right?
Yep, Scorch Spitter.
I'm learning.
Yeah. So Eugene back at it again with his 1-drops. Gonna just keep going super low on the ground, try to get as much damage as soon as possible. And I think Reeve here, you know, hopefully he's got a growth spiral to ramp himself up.
Fervent Champion.
And a Fervent Champion, yes. Fervent Champion, 1/1, first strike haste. Has more things to do when...
Well, Scorch Spitter is pretty good.
Yeah, Scorch Spitter is quite a good card.
It reminds me of that one pirate that makes your opponent lose a life when it attacks. I think it was an Ixalan or something like that.
But that was black, wasn't it?
It was black,
That
yeah.
was black, yeah. 1 black. I mean, just a black mana. I think Scorch Spitter is especially good in
What's this?
red decks nowadays. I'm not too sure, actually.
That's
It
a
might be
looks
Robber of
like
the
Robber of
Ridge.
the Ridge. Why is
Oh.
that in play?
He played Light Up the Stage.
Oh, I
So
see.
he
Light up the
exiled it,
stage.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Scorch Spitter is especially good in some red decks because of Tobran. So Tobran deals
2
it's
damage. Oh,
extra 2 damage,
that's 4
right?
damage, right? If the
No,
Scorch
6
Spitter.
actually.
It's +2.
+2 for every instance of damage.
Damn,
So
that's.
Scorch Spitter does 1 and then deals... It's actually a lightning bolt and then its attack as a lightning bolt as well. It's
Damn.
real sick, yeah. But Tobran's a bit slow, so some decks have, like Eugene's, have elected to cut it out.
Yeah, that's 4 mana.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But here, I think Reeve's got an Uro, which is really good in this matchup because...
Uwu?
whoa.
I said Uru. What the fuck?
Uro.
Uro.
I said Uro. Yes, I definitely said Uro. So, gain the 3 life. No, Reeve no red mana. Well, he just got a Temple of Epiphany, so he's good now. But yeah.
What are you talking about, bro? I said Uru.
Uru. So Eugene getting in for quite a bit, 5, but I think Reeve's got the upper hand here because he rammed easily, he rammed well, and he's got 4 cards in hand. And Temur Reclamation has quite a few bombs. You know, it's got Nissa. Well, I think it's got Nissa at least. You know, there's the Wilderness Reclamation. There's Storm's Wrath. Yeah, there's a lot of good cards that he could play.
Yeah, and if he stabilizes here at 15 lives, it's pretty good.
We wouldn't have the deck list, right?
Sorry.
We normally don't put the deck list out anyway, right?
Get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's the Wilderness Reclamation that everyone wanted, that we all wanted to see. And with the Chemist's Insight, Reeve is pretty far ahead, I would say. What?
Don't know when. We're gonna post the deck list.
But on Facebook, right?
Yes, Facebook.
Okay, yeah. Oh, hey, Tariba in the chat. If you want to see the deck list, we will post it on our Facebook at some time after this event. Facebook.com/GoG I mean, if you wanna check out the deck list, you can probably just search either Mono Red Standard or Temur Reclamation Standard. I think the deck lists don't differ too much unless we're looking at the sideboards. But yeah.
So the board ripe Alf Reef side, right? Reef side. Is that a sorcery or instant?
Storm's Wrath is the sorcery.
Okay.
So I think currently Eugene's gone to attack step, and Reeve is gonna bounce one of those creatures back to hand with Brazen Borrower's Adventure. Yep, gonna bounce that. Rob of the Rich. Still allowing the Scorch Spitter and the Fervent Champion to come in for 3 damage altogether, but you know, gonna stem the bleeding a little bit. Light up the stage for more gas. And I think he's just gonna play the Robber of the Rich out. Oh no, he's gonna play the Phoenix of Ash. Okay. Yep. So Reeve's deck doing what it wants to do, but he doesn't have anything terribly
Bomby.
bomby in his hand right now. He's only got another Wilderness Reclamation. He does have a Chemist's Insight in the yard to
Oh my.
draw.
This
Oh,
is
phew. And then we
Pyro
see
Phoenix. Pyro
Pyrohelix.
Pyrohelix.
So we see Chandra's Pyrohelix coming into play, you know, getting rid of the Fervent Champion and the Scorch Spitter. And another Wilderness Reclamation coming in, so that's gonna give Reeve access to a lot of mana.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
So here
okay,
he's
so this is the first.
he's gonna scry.
Okay,
So
this is the first untap step,
Yeah,
right?
the
First
untap.
untap for the reclamation.
Yep. So he's gonna scry, gonna see what's on the top of his library, and he's just gonna pass. Because he's got a Chemist's Insight in the graveyard. Can use that to get some card advantage. And he also has Explosion in hand, which I just saw. Which is gonna set him up for lethal sometime down the road.
This deck is sick, yo.
Yeah, it's quite a fun deck actually. But I think it does quite badly against blue white, if I'm not wrong, because blue white has a lot of ways to deal with Wilderness Reclamation, and also like a really big expansion explosion can just get Dovin's vetoed. Yeah, and Dovin's veto can't be countered anyway in any way. So
Okay. Is Veil Summer banned?
Veil Summer is banned.
Okay.
Wait, is it banned?
Well, that's one way to deal with Dovin's veto, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's banned. Yep, it's banned. Can't you guys have that?
So the team of Reclamation, they play Niv Mizzix.
He has one in the sideboard, but that's it. Cause it's also kind of difficult to cast because he's playing 3 colors, and if it's a Parun, is like total 3 blue, 3 red.
But if you have 2 red sources, that's more or less 3, right?
Yeah, more. Or
Does it
less.
have flash?
It does not have flash.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Does it work with team of Reclamation?
It's just good to grind out the long game. But yeah, so Scorching Dragonfire coming in here, just getting rid of one of the Fervent Champion. But the other Fervent Champion with the Embercleave on it gonna do some damage. But yeah, Niv Mizzet is okay. Niv Mizzet is a problem for you, blue white. Reeve definitely had it in probably in his sideboard for that matchup, but we did see Reeve actually play against blue white control just now, and he had a lot of trouble. He managed to draw against it, but it was quite difficult.
See Gadwick here.
Yeah, so Gadwick is
a-
a powerhouse in this matchup.
So what's Gadwick? Is it like a 3? Is an X?
So X blue blue blue, and
Okay.
X you
X
draw
is
X
draw, right?
cards. Yes,
Okay.
but yeah, the card draw is good, but the important part is that whenever
Oh,
you
yeah.
cast a blue spell, you tap down a creature
I think this needs to be exiled because it died to the
to the
Scorching Dragonfire.
Is it?
Let's double check Scorching Dragonfire.
Yep.
If that's the truth, I'll bring it up with our judges.
Yeah, I think if that creature this one would die this turn. Yep. So Nat's gonna report the situation to the judges, and they're probably just gonna resolve it as fast as we can. Yeah, Reeve's just gonna pass it down, but with that Gatwick and mana open for Reeve, it's gonna be quite difficult for Eugene to do the required amount of damage here. But we did see him play.
So apparently, the Scorching Dragonfire killed the Phoenix.
Okay, the Phoenix. Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he had a Phoenix.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the Phoenix did die to the Scorching Dragonfire, so that's that. Just checked with the judges. Ah, yes, okay. And is that the Runaway Steamkin?
Yep, it is.
Yep, Runaway Steamkin, and he's gonna play Phoenix of Ash, triggering the Runaway Steamkin. Yeah, the glare is pretty bad. I'll give you all that. It's something we definitely need to look into after this stream.
So the Embercleave is attached to a Fervent Champion, right?
Yep. Wow, and yeah, Reeve just gonna seal it up because he had a bunch of Brazen Borrowers. He just swung in, brought Eugene down low, and he had enough mana to just explosion him for however much he needed. So yeah, so that's Team of Reclamation, and I think now the problem is that Eugene goes first once again. So Eugene can sideboard for a much more aggressive start, and he's got Claim the Firstborn in his deck.
Is that where you steal the baby, right?
Yeah, you steal the
baby.
CMC 3 or below.
Okay.
And Gadwick is a CMC 3 or below. Brazen Borrower is CMC 3 or below. So those are really good targets for Claim the Firstborn.
Okay.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's cool.
In fact, Eugene last game he actually claimed the Firstborn Love Struck Beast and then put Embercleave on it.
Okay.
Such a play.
So Claim the Firstborn is like a treason effect, right? Yeah, they give it back.
It's a treason effect, yes.
Okay.
The good part is that it's 1 mana.
But
So-
CMC 3, right? That's the.
CMC 3 or below.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually when I played Standard when Eldrin came out, it was Jun Sacrifice, and they played. I mean, it was Ragdoll Sacrifice, and they played Claim the Firstborn, because you could claim their firstborn, use it to attack them, and then sacrifice it to Witch's Oven or something.
Okay, wait. Let me show you something. I saw this meme.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so Embercleave,
I'm
man.
gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain the meme.
I
to
can't really
everyone.
I can't really explain the meme. It's hard.
We can show. We can go to the desk and then you can show it.
Sure.
Since no, actually, but players are gonna finish shuffling up. So, all right, man, let's just show it.
Okay,
Give us
quick
a
one,
moment.
quick one.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey,
So
everyone.
this is the meme.
I don't think you can see
Wait.
it.
Wait. Wait.
It's not working.
Wait. Gotta angle it. Right. Okay.
I can tell you the text. It's
Cauldron familiar when it sees the witch's oven. Oh no.
okay. Back to the stream.
That was meme time with Nat.
Meme time with Nat.
Meme time with Nat. This should
We
be a
should-
segment.
Yeah. Instead of we have the view with the card.
Sick beard. What beard are you talking about? I have no beard. So Eugene's on the play, right?
Yep, Eugene's on the play. Exactly where every mono-red player wants to be. So he actually runs a play set of Infuriate, which is 1 mana, +3/+2. But I haven't seen him play it, which is kind of curious.
Infuriate.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. 1 mana +2/+2.
+3/+2. It's
Oh,
like a worse
That's pretty
giant
good
growth.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good though in red.
For red, for
Yeah.
red card, it's really good.
It's like basically lightning bolt. yeah.
Exactly. It's lightning ball on a stick.
And with Torbrand, that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, but he
That's
does
a
not
lot
run
of damage. I feel like
tons of damage.
I feel like I heard that somewhere. That's a ton of damage.
Ton of damage is from League of Legends. A lot of damage. I don't know where that's from. Anyway,
So mountain.
wow, Eugene does not have a turn 1 play. That's gonna be bad for Eugene.
That's not good.
Yeah. And Steamkin on turn 2. Very slow start from Eugene actually. Hopefully he can get some steam next round.
Nice. So we'll just make this steamkin nice and juicy.
Yep.
And thick.
So gonna Scorch Spitter. Gonna go to
Oh.
combat. And Reeve might just
Aether
fire off
Gust,
a
Brazen Borer.
Brazen Borer activation, yeah. Brazen Borer's adventure gonna put Steamkin back into hand and he's just gonna replay it. But stem the bleeding.
Yep.
Really important. Really important turn for that. Cause now Reeve is
Good tempo play.
yeah. Although Reeve ideally wants to grow Spiral on turn 2, not being able to do that is gonna set him back quite a few turns. And seeing a Brazen Borrower activation like that, it's a bit weak. Although Eugene's start is similarly not very fast as well.
Let me pull up Robber the Rich here.
Yeah, sure. Robert the Rich came out in Eldraine. I think when it was spoiled, people expected it to do really well. That one. The second one, yeah. People expected it to do really well, but ended up not being enough, even though it's a 2 mana 2/2 hasty boy.
Yeah, that gets you card advantage.
Yeah. The problem with the card advantage is that it says cast that card. So if you hit a land, you're not gonna be able to play it. And you need to attack with a rogue in order to cast the card with Robber of the Rich.
Okay, but you're in order to get the trigger, you need to attack a Robber the Rich anyways, right?
Yeah,
Which is itself a rogue.
correct.
Okay.
So the only problem is just that in later turns, if Robber of the Rich dies, that card is gone. Unless you either play another Robber of the Rich or Tin Street Defender. Tin Street Dodger. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, Robber of the Rich, seeing some representation from Eugene's deck. He's just gonna get in for 5 if Reeve lets him. But nope, another Brazen Borrower is gonna bring Steamkin back to hand again. Oof. It's gonna be
So Reeve is just waiting for that board wipe.
Yeah.
Stalling time. Stalling time.
stalling for time. And Eugene with that what's it called? light up the stage, gonna reveal a Fervent Champion and an Embercleave. So if Eugene draws a land and plays Fervent Champion, he can also play that Embercleave out, I believe.
If he draws a land.
If he draws a land and plays the Fervent Champion, then he swings with everything. He'll be able to play the Embercleave.
Okay, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah. But on Reef's side, he has the Wilderness Reclamation, gonna piece together. First step in stabilizing against this mono red deck. Wait, what? The flavor text is 2018 World Champion.
Yeah, so the flavor check for Fervent Champion is actually Javier Dominguez because it's in his likeness.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I never knew that. That's pretty cool.
If you want to be a Magic card, you just have to win a World Championship. Easy enough, right?
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah. And I've done it. So
I think interestingly enough, there used to be a series of cards that were created from Magic players' likenesses.
Like Snapcaster Mage, Dark Confidant.
Dark Confidant, Solemn Simulacrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few others, but they stopped doing that.
All those cards have in common. They're really good.
Sorry? They are really good. Especially Snapcaster. I can't believe they built.
Snapcaster went down in price, man. It's like $40 now, USD. I know.
Wow.
Damn. I was like,
I wonder what happened. But anyway, Eugene gonna come in with all the marbles, gonna attack for. What was the last card he played? Did he play Phoenix of Ash?
Well, it looks like he played Fervent Champion, right? Because it's not in the exiled pile.
Yep. But why did he tap out? Interesting. But yeah, Reeve gonna be at 10. He's steadily losing life to this mono red deck.
Oh, so yeah, we see Opt here from Reeve, and after that we saw the Chemist's Insight.
Chemist's Insight. So yeah,
and he's untapping.
Yeah, Reeve trying his best to, get an answer to the current board state, but has to pass the turn, giving Eugene another turn to try to get lethal with this board that he currently has.
I don't think it's gonna happen with the Brazen Borers just trading off.
Yeah, that's true. Like the Brazen Borers do have flash; they can come in the block. The only thing that Reeve has to really worry about
is an Embercleave or something.
Is Embercleave, yeah. Okay, so the Phoenix was from Light Up Stage. It was a Fervent Champion.
I swear I saw a favorite Fervent Champion.
Yeah, same here, man. This lighting issue is bad. Yeah, that's a Fervent Champion, though.
Are you sure?
That is definitely a Fervent Champion. He paid 1 mana.
Oh, no, it is not a Fervent Champion anymore.
It's now just a ball of light.
Rectangle of light.
A Scotch Spitter gonna bring him down to 9.
Like some Yu-Gi-Oh card. Rectangle of light.
Shine! And yeah, Rob of the Rich, as I mentioned before, gonna exile a land. That land's not gonna do anything for Eugene.
What is this here? Is this it's my little fairy dude?
Yep, it is the fairy dude.
Coming in to block the
Phoenix
light.
The thing is, if Eugene has an Embercleave, it's gonna be positioned extremely well against these blocks.
Yeah, but if Reeve has any counter magic or another Brazen Borer, right?
Yep. Then that will have very disastrous effects. It's gonna replay this Runaway Steamkin from turns ago, and give it a counter with Light Up the Stage. So yeah, this is looking very precarious for Eugene actually, because although Reeve is at 5 life, all it takes is 1 Storm's Wrath, and he will untap with the Wilderness Reclamation out turn and have more interaction on Eugene's turn itself. So Eugene just has to hope that Reeve doesn't draw any board wipes, although he has 4 in his deck.
5 life is kind of low though. All he needs is a Phoenix and a Shock, and you're like, or Phoenix and a Lightning Strike. Is that legal?
Yeah, but the problem is that most of these mono red decks now, they only run Shocks. That's their biggest reach. Especially
or maybe
for
Phoenix and Infuriate.
Phoenix and Infuriate
A
would work.
combination of cards.
Yeah. Eugene
Tin Street Dodger has face, right?
his haste.
That's 4 damage.
Yeah, but the problem is that Eugene doesn't have Bone Crusher Giant, so there's even less shocks that he runs in his deck. Because Bone Crusher, they normally run Bone Crusher Giant for that extra like play set of shocks, but Eugene elected not to put it in his deck, which is an interesting choice. I think he wanted to put in more 1-drops in the form of Tin Street Dodger and the 2 mana Hasty Boys of Robber of the Rich. So yeah,
So
it's a trade-off that he was willing to make, I suppose.
Claim the Firstborn is a sorcery, right?
Claim the Firstborn is a sorcery.
Okay.
Which he probably, which I guess matches up quite badly against Brazen Borrower now that I think about it, because Brazen Borrower would have to be on the battlefield for him to even take it.
Oh, I think stream is frozen.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Do you know how to turn off and turn on again? Wait, no, okay, got it. Do you know what to do?
Try deactivating it.
Yeah. Maybe deactivate. Activate. It's still like this. Sorry, folks. We've got a bit of a technical issue that we need to figure out here.
Listen, if I click this,
Yeah, stop recording.
that makes sense. Try quick.
It might be over at this point though. Try deactivate. Oh no, it ran out battery.
Oh no!
Okay.
So it should be this one, right?
Yeah, it should be this one.
Okay.
Can you just help us check what the okay.
So we're having some technical difficulties. Hey, hi.
Yeah, hi. So
Hey, wow.
wait, go in, right? Yeah, so hi guys, Randall and Nat here. We ran into a bit of a technical difficulty. I think the camera ran out of battery.
Yep. So the camera ran out of battery.
Yeah. So we will get back to you real quick with who won if the game has ended yet. If not, we'll give you live updates until we finish the game. We'll be here until the game finishes. But I'm pretty sure Eugene probably stole that game at the end.
Yeah,
Not even stole the game, I guess.
Yeah, I would put my money on Eugene if
Yeah, he
Eugene
was-
won.
Yeah, I think even though Reeve had the Wilderness Reclamation, he didn't have much gas in hand. He was just trying to dig for answers the whole time. And that Brazen Borrowers slowed Eugene down, but it didn't actually affect him very much. He just replayed the threats out.
How many wraps did Reeve have in his
4
deck?
actually.
Just 4.
Yeah, 4 Storm's Wrath, which is I think should be enough. It just didn't manage to draw any of them.
Try. Is it on?
Okay. Nope.
Deactivate.
They're still playing, is it? What if we ask them to come here and continue their game?
No, I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, so we'll continue to give you live updates, but currently the game hasn't ended. I think they're still drawing cards and playing the game. No, Ilham did.
So,
I guess okay.
let's go to our viewers. So, what do you guys think about standard? I don't like it.
Oh really? You don't like standard at this current state?
I don't play standard. No.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think you can talk.
No. So, what do you play for standard, Randall?
I actually haven't played standard in a while, but I wanted to play the Mono Black.
Oh, I see.
I want to play Mono Black Devotion.
Mono Black Devotion looks sweet.
It looks fun, but it's not. I don't think it's very good.
Why Gary though? Gary is good.
That's Gary, but
Yeah, but like,
oh, done already. Who won?
who won?
Okay, well, viewers, Eugene did win.
Yup.
Eugene did win. Yeah, so that's the game, and I agree with Chazix. I think Pioneer is a little bit better than standard. If you've never seen the casters,
What?
I'm Randall.
What?
Ilham was the person who just came in and out of frame. Nat is here.
Hi.
And if you joined us earlier in the day, Brian and Alfian were here, but they had to go home. So, but they
Yep.
were here, and
They were here,
their,
indeed.
Their places were here. So thanks a lot for joining us for the WPN qualifiers here at GOG Games. Real sorry about the technical error at the end. I'm sure everyone would have wanted to see how the last game turned out. Although
It's probably with a red spell.
yeah, probably with a red spell. Probably Eugene just ran over Reeves' lack of gas, and yeah, just got him the win. So yeah, that's it for standard. Thanks for joining us. If it's your first time here, and you want to watch any of the previous videos, do catch us on youtube.com/GreogaGames. And if you're watching us on YouTube, do catch us on stream at twitch.tv/GreogaGames whenever we have events on the weekends. Yep.
And do come down to our store here at
Mhm.
Club Street, 83 Club Street.
83 Club Street.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you want to catch me, I'll be here every Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
So
As for me, I'll be, sometimes here on Wednesday nights for Pioneer. And yeah, so if you ever find yourself in Singapore, do drop by. If you don't know the exact address, just Google us on Google. GOG
what's
Games.
that funny?
I know it's Google us on Google. Yeah.
Google us on Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was really about to say that. I was like, that doesn't make no sense.
Facebook us on Google.
Yeah, and if you want to follow us on social media, we're GOG Games on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, yep. Thanks for joining us and have a good night.
That's all you get. Bye.
Oh, that's
That's all you get, man.
sorry, Chizex. He's not willing to do the whole Ricardo dance.